Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
I don't like the policies that Israel has to try to break up its neighbors so that it can then control ethnically subdivided substates. And that's the official Israeli policy by the current power structure there, is to break Syria up in 3 to 4 pieces. 2 pieces of that's all they can get. And basically take more of the Golan Heights down into the plains and down into the rich, water-rich and natural gas-rich areas. And so when I state the admitted Israeli policy, we get emails, we see comments on Infowars.com, you're just anti-Semitic, which is just a political tool. I mean, that's immoral to just throw that out there. Just like when you say, oh, I don't like Obama's government-run health care. I don't like Obama increasing taxes on poor people. I don't like Obama invoking racial division. I don't like Obama trying to come after our guns. People say, well, you're a racist. That's what political correctness is, to end any type of debate. Now, conversely, I'm between a rock and a hard place because this world always tries to force people into a camp. That's the name of the game. And the people that hate Israel have become radicalized to where if you're not wearing a Nazi uniform, you're not cool. And I've seen this process happen, and it's been pushed by big foundations, and the globalists are heavily involved in it. And there's this religion of hating Jews and a religion of saying everyone's Jewish. I'm Jewish, Warren Buffett's Jewish, anybody that knows how to tie their shoelaces must be Jewish. If you've ever been successful or written a good book or made a film, you're secretly Jewish. No one's allowed to be successful unless you're Jewish. Blah, blah, blah. I'm funded by Israel, totally untrue. Just so people can feel good about themselves, it's tribalism, and say everybody else is bad. So I don't like what Israel's doing. I'm a real critic of a lot of the things Israel does. And we're continually anti-war. And then there's this mental illness of running around in circles saying, you know, Alex Jones, nanny, nanny, boo-boo, Alex Jones, you know, is a Zionist shill, which tends to then drive someone the other direction. Because it's bad to be a thinker. It's bad to try to really be fair. It's bad to address things on actual issues and not from a hateful perspective. I mean, the last place I want to be is with the crazy anti-Israel crowd that spends their entire life obsessing over Israel, exaggerating. You know, to where I get up here and I say, well, you got a lot of interests that want to, you know, break up Syria. You got the military-industrial complex. You got the big mega banks. You've got France wants a diversion. Obama wants to divert from all these scandals. I mean, his own pundits are admitting that. Saudi Arabia is the big driver paying for it because they're Sunni and they have a Sunni empire. It's 80% of Islam. And so historically, they kill each other even more than they kill outside groups. That's a geopolitical, historical fact. And then Israel wants to break up the country as well and get rid of one of their old enemies. And it's very immoral to the people living there to start this war and to work with al-Qaeda. And Israel admits they've got a policy of destroying one enemy with another enemy. But again, Israel needs to have the high ground, don't they, of not working with al-Qaeda. And then our government's also using al-Qaeda, the threat of al-Qaeda, to take our liberties. So there's all these interests. And then people sit there and freak out over it going, no, there's Israel and that's it. And if Israel didn't exist, the world would be milk and honey. Everybody would be, you know, living in heaven. Really, there wouldn't be any Mao Zedongs, there wouldn't be any Stalins, there wouldn't be any of that, right? And it really is just the same old dumbed down thing of people dividing into tribal camps. Like, I don't glorify and romanticize Putin or the Russian KGB government. I don't romanticize the Chinese communists just because they're opposed to this. I don't romanticize the opposition. I've analyzed who they are. But it's the globalists that are here running my life. That's why they're my front and center problem. Because they're the biggest, most organized, sophisticated, eugenics-based, scientific dictatorship, transhumanists at the top, that plan the extinction of almost everybody and a new species to rise up of humans merged with machines. That's their religion, and no one's discussing that. We're too busy fighting over, I'm a Mexican, I'm a German, I'm a Jew, I'm a Chinese, instead of reality.